How's it going, all you lovely little weirdos? I'm the Global Outcast, and as you can see, we got a couple of people here today. They're taking us hostage. That is the Global
Run
Out.
for your lives.
That is the Anime Shogun, and that is the Ecton. And
I
our
was told that they were
hostage
gonna be
takers
cookies.
are who?
I
I was
am
told there was gonna be
Graham.
cookies.
Yeah, no, there are no cookies. I took everyone hostage. It's my fault. I don't care though. I am Gremlin. This is Yagi. We are going to be talking about. I forgot what we were talking about.
Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, yeah,
Lilo and
the live
Stitch.
action Lilo and Stitch. There we go.
It's okay. She's like this every day that ends with a Y.
The looks are
I
bit
was
great.
gonna say every day that has an A.
Hey, y'all be nice to me. I'm a sweet
Hell
and
no.
innocent angel.
Bullshit.
Lies and slander. Get on with the story, please.
All right,
Here for
so
the cookie.
you don't get a motherfucking
The
cookie.
only cookie
You've been mean to me.
the only cookie we get is oatmeal raisin.
I'm okay
You don't
with
even get
that.
oatmeal
I'm good with
raisin.
that. I'm good with that.
Oatmeal raisin.
Globey, you don't even get oatmeal raisin.
All right,
Good.
story time.
You get straight raisin
That's okay.
with bananas.
Okay.
I'm gonna hurt him. Anyways, Lilo and Stitch, live action. I, for one, truly, I did not like it. I've watched Lilo and Stitch. I love Lilo and Stitch. It is my life. As I'm sure the Anime Shogun can tell you.
No, not at all.
I'm going to stick stickers on your face in the middle of the night.
Make
So
sure
okay,
it's-
answer me this then. Answer me this then. From the very beginning. I mean, we'll break this down. Did they have the tuna?
No.
They didn't have the tuna?
No, they had a
It was a fucking
BLT.
it was a fucking BLT.
They had a BLT. It wasn't tuna, it wasn't peanut butter and jelly, it was BLT. The only
Nor
glorious
did she
factor
have
of that, the only glorious factor of that was they had a real pufferfish eating the sandwich.
Did they at
That
least
is
have
true.
that fight scene between Myrtle and Lilo?
No.
Oh, that's
Kind of,
Eh,
but no.
The first
Lilo kinda
frickin'
just
half
shoved
hour of the
Myrtle.
movie. The first frickin' half hour of the movie. There's no scene that's longer than 6 to 10 seconds.
Mhm.
I did hear something about that. I did hear about something about that.
It
It's
was
like they
so
were trying to
choppy.
speed run.
Yeah, it was so choppy that like the scene changed every like 6 to 10 seconds, and I was like gripping my chair because I was getting I don't have motion sickness. I was getting motion sick. Like it was
So they
moving
didn't even
that
have
fast.
like they didn't even have it where she was like at the like hula practice and she
Oh
was
no. So it went from
fully explaining.
the whole beginning part with Stitch and the ship, right? And then it went part of Hawaiian roller coaster ride. It showed Lilo putting down the sandwich instead of Pudge taking it out of her hand, and it being a BLT. Where'd he go?
We lost Ecton again.
Where the fuck did he go?
I don't know.
I don't see him.
I'll
His
have to cut-
internet may have went out.
I'll have to cut this part out.
No, keep it and just make it all the more greater.
Okay.
Anyway,
Keep going then.
so they don't even have the episode. I'm assuming they don't even have the episode or the part in there where he gets ran over by the tanker, and then he's pointing
No.
the gun at the frogs, and he's pointing up at the.
Rain.
No, it's something else that happens.
Oh,
He gets
Jesus.
he gets run over by a tour bus.
Yeah.
He
He
gets
got
so
ran over
confused.
by a
But,
tour
like
bus.
he goes automatically into the destruction mode that what he is, and he goes and completely destroys a wedding.
Mhm.
And he's eating the cake. He literally goes over there because of the cake. He wanted cake, so he went and destroyed a whole wedding party just for the cake. And then when he gets like hit or something like that while he's driving a go-kart, he gets launched into the street and then hit by a party bus.
Yep.
Wow.
All right,
Which,
so
in my opinion, is funnier. Like it's a nice little twist on that little part.
it sounds to me like already they've already butchered the movie.
They
Oh,
really did.
they took out Gantu.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, we'll get to that here in a minute because I got issues with that already. So,
Same.
I got
still kind of in the
explanations for
beginning,
that.
they
So.
don't even have like Stitch playing with like his spit for the guns
Oh, they
that are
do.
all trained on him.
They have that
They
one
do.
Oh, they have
It,
that part.
they
slightly.
do. It's very minimal because it's like the funny part. Like this scene in the original is extended with Gantu threatening him and stuff like that. Yada yada yada. Right.
Yep.
It's a little like it's a very quick scene where he figures it out. So he's like there and he sneezes and he sees the guns go down. So he gets the idea, he lets out a little bit of spit, and the guy like the guy attending to him is not a captain or anything like it is in the thing. He's like a scientist in a suit. And he hears Stitch doing that. He just turns around, stop messing with stuff, and then spits on the guy. He's like, oh shit.
Yeah. So they
And then
basically
it
fucking.
explodes. They shortened the scene by like a whole 5 minutes.
So it
Still
sounds
good.
like they also fucked with Jamba too.
Yeah, they took out his Russian
Oh
accent.
Simba.
no, okay. So the thing with that, I actually heard an interview with Zach Galifianakis, who is the voice and body actor.
Yep.
He wanted to do a he wanted to do like a plethora of different accents. But every time he did one, Disney's like, no, 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 just talk. No, just talk. I told you to talk. No, just use your voice. Talk.
Sounds like
They didn't so Lilo and Stitch the original was actually in production and then forgotten.
yeah.
The main core of Disney forgot it was in production until it was released. 9/11 happened, and they said fix that scene.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The current Stitch is most likely what the cartoon would have been if Disney actually had a full hand in it.
Although it sounds like
Okay.
Zach Galifianakis was trying to keep a little bit of the original Lilo and Stitch alive with that Jumba accents because they also took out Peakley's cross-dressing.
They
The
did.
director fought for that. The
Yep,
director fought for that,
I did
and
hear he
yeah,
fought for that. Yes.
Disney can. Pardon me, but Disney can fuck off with this shit.
We
Hmm.
don't care. We swear
Like
Okay.
here all the time.
I I know, but saying screw you to a major company is a little eh.
And we
But
say that to the companies all the time.
making sure I'm a guest here. I'm just making sure I'm welcome back. Anyways, yeah, no, a bunch of the actors in there wanted to keep core parts of Lilo and Stitch alive, but
Yeah.
Disney was very adamant about these changes. Also, the director sort of pushed it in a way. I'm not sure if this is like partially true because I'm hearing multiple different things from multiple different sources on this.
Mhm.
That he was pushing the narrative of the the separation of the family because that's actually what's going on. It's they always they're trying to take the kids away from the native families. It's a whole political bullshit thing that it's a whole rabbit hole for that. Not going to
Okay,
dive too deep into
so
that. But that's what the whole part of it was in the original. It was against all of that. Like that's the tourist with the ice cream. It wasn't a native like they have in the new one.
Yeah.
right.
It was supposed to be, the Hawaii doesn't like us, and
They really
rightfully so.
don't,
No, yeah, even I
Yeah.
can attest to that.
and I can agree with
They
that.
are some chill people, but if they don't like you, oh boy, run.
They call us
Uh,
how they call white people howlies, which I can understand why. White people get loud.
yeah, yeah, no, that sounds about right. We're definitely howler monkeys. We just start screaming when we don't like shit, or just screaming in general. Anywho,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
you're right.
But the number one thing I hated is how they treated Cobra Bubbles.
Hmm.
They mixed Gantu into Cobra.
That's
They really did.
that's blasphemy.
So Cobra in this is an FBI agent who goes undercover as the CPS.
Okay.
And that doesn't happen until the last third of the movie.
Quick question. Did they at least have Stitch throwing the book at Cobra?
I asked
Nope.
that too.
Nope.
Nope.
Well, now I
Also,
don't want to watch.
Rapunzel is not in it.
Well, now I can't see that movie.
Yeah, the whole fight scene. No, Jumba is a sadistic piece of shit.
Now I can't. Now I
In
just won't see
order
the
to
movie.
bring Lilo back into the house to bait Stitch back in, Jumba starts literally taking pot shots at family photos.
Hmm.
Well, now I just can't see the movie.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell! Like, what happens at the end? Ohana meets family is supposed to be nobody left behind or forgotten, right?
Yep.
I'm fucking sorry. The Nani wanting to be a marine biologist, okay, fine, nice little addition. Hawaii is the number one for that. Number two, she want to go to the mainland. She can get a fucking visa for that and not have to worry about the money for it. Number three, I like the addition of the portal gun. It gives a way for her to go back and forth. I understand that. But there was nothing with portals in the original fucking movie.
Or the TV show. Or the second movie.
No, they sort of messed with portals or something like that in the TV show.
They did? I don't remember.
One of the I used to watch that show religiously. So one of the um experiments had the ability to like teleport,
Oh,
or
Yep.
like
I
put like
remember.
micro portals or something like that.
okay.
I can't remember exactly which one. There's still a lot that like I missed a few episodes here and there. I want to go back and watch them, but I never got to watch Leroy and Stitch. I got like the first 20 minutes in. But
So they
yeah,
got rid of Bantu. So that right
yeah,
there
Bantu
tells
is
me
gone.
already that they don't have like my favorite scenes from the Disney, where
The
it's
funniest thing though, the funniest best addition is they have a trigger happy axolotl.
They do. They really do have a trigger happy axolotl. I forgot that. I completely totally forgot. You want me to blow it up? I got you. I can blow it up right now. Tell me when.
It's literally Gizzy in axolotl form.
Hey.
fair enough. But
Yeah,
no,
you're
so
right.
it was with them getting rid of Bantu though, or yeah, as soon as they got rid of a lot of it, like where he opens up the tanker, the fire goes into the tanker, as the gasoline's pouring out, and he's like stupid head and he crashes into the ship,
Yeah, he got rid of
calls
that.
himself Fluffy, throws Gantu out of the fucking ship. They got rid of like all of that.
Yep.
So it's now Stitch breaking into the ship to save Lilo, or Lilo snuck onto the ship to try and save Stitch, and a small fight happens within that where Jumba is monologuing the entire time because he went and the guy who did Pleakley, um, I know Pleakley has two tongues, but don't talk like he's got two tongues because he's talking over his tongue like this.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it is.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Um, like the cross-dressing thing was like the best for the original
Yeah,
because
they don't have
it's
Blakely in the
y-
whole
the
ass
I
through
understand
it.
for monetary reasons they do the weird hollow clone thing. I know for monetary for trying to make it as
Cheap as
you know
possible.
as real as possible. Like I understand that, but like if you're gonna have Bleakley, let him do cross dress or let him turn into a woman and have it do like the actor's voice over the woman.
Yeah.
That would have been perfect.
From what I heard, I remember watching a video of someone talking about it. It sounds like the guy who did Peakley wasn't really Peakley because it sounded like he was more of an imbecile in this movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, he wasn't. He was more of a researcher, and he was more of the like lower level researcher instead of the higher level researcher that he was. It's like they keep some aspects of it where he does know what he's talking about for certain things,
Yeah.
but they dumb him down so fucking much.
I'm sorry, I still can't get past the fact that they got rid of my favorite fucking scene, where he literally uses his hand, rips open the side of the tanker,
Yep.
launches himself into the fucking ship, and has gone to smashing his fucking dash. He's like, "I'm Fluffy," and throws Gontu out of the. The fact that that's not even in there, I can't. I'll never even touch it. I'm sorry.
So the line, like Jumba insults him, and then he says, "I'm also cute and fluffy," and then takes out Jumba. So it's used in a different way. So the line is still in there, but it's not. It's not Gantu kicking his ass.
Did they at least leave in the scene where Stitch puts in the carrot in the gun and they play hot potato with it?
Oh, that's not even a thing.
Oh,
They
it's like my
don't.
favorite
They don't.
scene.
And oh, the whole time where like Jumba says, "Oh, that's my favorite music," that's not in there. The song plays earlier when Nani is chasing Lilo from when she first gets in the house from the social worker. Because they bump into the record player and it starts playing, and then the chase sequence ensues. No, she does not hide it in the dryer.
Right. Okay. So the original Disney movie I saw, she was in the dryer.
Yep.
Then I saw this thing where it was like more of like a cupboard with a
It was a
pizza
cover
box as like a door.
because they didn't. Nowadays, they don't want kids hiding in there.
Yeah. You know. But with that being said, then. So, okay, I'm going to jump towards the end a little bit here.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Because we're jumping all over the place and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So answer me this. I had heard a rumor that that Nani had gotten rid of Lilo to go to college. Like she gave her up for like child protective services.
So the whole scene that they did with that. You remember the scene where they were surfing
Yeah.
and Stitch drowns?
Yep.
Yeah.
They made it so Stitch was holding on to Lilo and she was underwater for too long. And well, they also had a whole scene sort of towards the beginning where Nani was talking with a social worker on what she needs to do in order to keep Lilo.
Yep.
So that was a nice little touch on that. But with that happening and Lilo, passing out, them resuscitating her and taking her to the hospital, they pull up the insurance thing. And her not having her insurance, she can't pay for it. So the social worker says these are marks against you, but the only way for the state to take care of this is if she does go into the system. So it's more of it was a forced thing. The only way this debt goes away is if your sister goes too. But they sort of do a weird switcheroo on it, and David's family takes her. So they're still there at the same house, but it's now a different family taking care of her. And Lilo sees and everybody has told her, including like from David's family, the social worker, and Bubbles, go follow your dream so that way you can have a better life for you and Lilo later.
I'm sorry. That's. I
For me,
shouldn't say
damn
I'm
it.
surprised.
Hmm.
I shouldn't say I'm surprised. Anytime Hollywood wants to fuck around with a live action like this, they butcher the hell out of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and
So I
Jumbo does
can't
not
say
even
that
get
I'm
a redeem arc.
surprised.
No,
Yeah.
he doesn't.
Nope, he's just tractor beamed out of the water and just thrown back in jail. The little
Hmm.
Ohana, like Stitch saying goodbye scene is
Yep.
almost one for one. So that like the whole line, it, this is my family. It's small and a bit broken, but still good. Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
still go.
That whole scene is still there.
Still
The
blasphemy.
councilwoman recognizing Bubbles, not even a fucking thing.
Well, that's just blasphemy in itself.
That was the best thing because that's what solidified a whole theory that Lilo's parents were in the FBI, and it was actually Cobra that left the FBI to be their specific caretakers for CPS
Yeah, I did. I actually did hear that
a
recently.
promise. Yeah, like it was a promise to like if anything happens to us, please watch over them kind of thing.
Yeah,
It still just. I'm sorry. It still feels fucking weird.
I don't
Like
think
they
it'll get a.
screwed the pooch on this one.
I don't think it'll get a
And
sequel.
yet it is it oh no, they're planning a sequel.
Oh, that's so
No,
sad.
Lord.
Hold on. The article that I saw said they were going to be fixing everything. So they're
Well,
going to take Stitch Has a Glitch and basically take the parts that were in the first movie that they left out of this movie and incorporate them into the second one.
so are they introducing Hamsterville?
Most likely.
God, if they fuck this up, they'll never be forgiven.
No, Hamsterville was exclusive to the series.
Okay, so I never watched the series much, but I remember like that second movie that came out. You had the pink Stitch, you got the lightning one, you had the red one that craved chaos.
Red
So
one was
Leroy is 627. He
27.
is
60. Yeah, 67. Sorry, my bad.
yeah, no,
Oh
you're good.
wait,
627 is the no, sorry. He's 629.
is he? Because I could have sworn he was.
Uh,
Because Stitch is
now
66.
so let me I'm about to explain because this was interesting. 627 was supposed to be better than Stitch in every way, and it was supposed to be a side project from Jumba in the series.
Okay.
They defeated him, and like Lilo found a dehydrator and turned him back into a pod.
Yep.
And at the end of the episode, Jumba says maybe this one will be good, and he puts a pod that says 628.
Huh.
So technically, Leroy is 629.
I think we found our resident Lilo and Stitch expert.
His girlfriend is more Stitch loved than I am, so I'm not
I can tell you, I
surprised.
can say this right now, in all fairness with Jaeger. His missus and mine are probably the Lilo and Stitch twins. Or what I'm going to start calling the fucking Terror Twins.
No, you have Lilo and Angel. Sorry,
Yeah.
Stitch and Angel. You have Stitch and Angel.
So
Okay,
which one's which?
they go between. Let me fucking tell you. Holy shit.
That's fine.
Technically, thinking about it, our friend Unknown gave us weighted stuffies. So I have the Angel one, and KK has the Stitch one. So
Yeah, but she embodies Angel more than you do.
yeah, that's true.
So Angel has Stitch and Stitch has Angel. I know. I just threw it all over there, and you're so confused. Forget it for forget it for now.
Well,
Like I have trigger memory. So if I start talking about something, it's like I'm pulling the file out of the filing cabinet to look at it.
Oh,
Yep.
it's all good.
You're fine.
So like it's all of the different experiments that are in there, and each one was for different things. And I also think that the series for Lilo and Stitch, each experiment was a take on certain things. So one of them was like cleaning up trash, but the more it picked up, the more toxic it became, and then it was ready to like throw it all back.
Yep.
I think that was like a take on the politics, being nice at first and then throwing the toxic shit back at you. There was the duplicator saying, "Yeah, you can have more of you, but you're just going to be weaker at that. You're better as you instead of splitting yourself between a bunch of different things."
Yeah.
It's like each episode had a lesson in it,
Yeah.
and I loved that. But this Stitch, this live action piece of shit, said evil's gonna stay evil. The government's gonna fuck you over, but somehow you get to still keep your family even though you're miles away. And in order to keep that family, you need alien tech. The portal gun when she surprised her sister.
Yeah.
I
Though
guess I failed to
I gotta
see.
say, the cutest line ever. Bubbles goes in to check on them because he was dubbed by, like, he has to keep an eye on him because of the FBI. And Pleakley stays there. Jumba gets taken back to jail, so Jumba's not there. But Bubbles hears something in Lilo's room, goes to check, and all three of them hide on the bed. So it's Stitch in Lilo's arms and Lilo in Nani's arms. Lilo says goodnight, sister. No, no. Nani says goodnight, sister. Lilo says goodnight, sister, and Stitch says goodnight, sisters.
Hmm.
So that was the cutest thing ever for the whole thing because it's him accepting their family. Oh, also, make sure y'all are sitting and gripping onto your chairs with what I'm about to say.
I'm already there.
Go on.
The little duckling scene is not in the movie
You're
whatsoever, nor is it
fucking
mentioned.
You know
kidding
what? It
me.
pissed me the fuck off. That little duckling scene is one of the most important motherfucking scenes in the entire goddamn show, and they skip it. Like, how the hell do you skip one of the most important fucking sections of the show? It. Mm, mm, mm. Ooh, look, monster.
She's getting all pissed off. Ooh, look, monster.
Do you really think she would have gone on for like another 5 minutes if she didn't see the monster?
Yeah, probably.
So
I can tell you right now
I
from the
will say
sounds of it.
the design of Stitch, they did him good.
Okay, so that doesn't surprise me, being how they did the live action um Sonic. How they
Yeah.
did that because they wanted to try to make Sonic look more human, and it was just
Horrendous.
horrid.
Do not
Horrid,
get
horrendous.
no.
I think I threw up a little bit. I have a feeling that they have now considered with any live action, when you're doing something like that, you kind of
Yeah.
gotta stay to the original stuff.
Oh, the whole thing where Nani is doing interviews. She's trying to teach Stitch to be nice.
Yep, I remember.
It's not an Elvis thing anymore.
Elvis
She's
is
not
like a
teaching him
major.
to be Elvis.
Elvis is like a
At
major
the
part of that movie.
at the end though, they have him dressed up as Elvis doing a little number.
Okay,
That's it.
okay, I can get behind that a little bit. But
And
being that they don't
yeah,
have really like Elvis in there, that's disappointing.
they play
Do
the
they?
original music that's in the original movie, and that's about it.
So I'm gonna spitball here. Do they have the scene where Lilo's like, "Leave me alone to die," and like that whole
They
thing where
minimize
she's,
it.
oh my lord.
It's in there, but it's not like as bad.
So like
Oh,
when
and the
Nani
pickle jar's
falls
not
on
there
top
either.
of, oh my god. So when like Nani falls on Lilo and she's yelling at her sister to get off of her, and she's like screaming at her like, "What's wrong with you?" All that stuff. Like that's not
Oh,
even in there too.
so when they're screaming, like the screaming back and forth, go to your room. I'm already in my room.
Yep.
That's in there.
Okay.
Kind of. It's not
Yeah,
as dramatic as it was supposed
yeah,
to be. It bugged me.
yeah. It's not. It was not as dramatic. It's in there, but it's not as dramatic. The whole shooting star thing, like her the gravity increasing or something like that. It's like standard. It's not as exaggerated as it was in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh, Stitch building and then destroying San Francisco at the foot of Lilo's bed. That's now they're at a beach and he's going. It's like a old style Godzilla thing where they're at the base of his feet, following him back through sandcastles.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that instead. Because Stitch is trying to find like guns and shit to start like going haywire, and they have you know the soda filler
Yep.
behind the bars. Stitch and Lilo have a soda fight as one of the things. It's
I do
cute.
love that. I
It's
love
cute.
that.
Like they find new ways to like make it like the transitions for certain things a little bit better, a little more modern. Some things they switched out are good, some are not. Like a lot of the story beats being gutted. That's the number one thing I hate. They got the actors and actresses damn near spot on. They got
Mm.
them really. I said damn near. I said damn near. Bubbles, they could have gotten somebody else, but rest in peace, original voice. Um, hell, they
They
could have
did it
gotten
earlier. They
fucking.
would have had these. They would have had the original voice.
I know.
But
But then
no, they
again,
had to wait.
yeah, but also if they did it earlier, they also could have had Lance Reddick,
Mm-hmm.
which he would
God,
have
I
been a
miss him. He would have been great.
he would have been great. I'm sorry, I played Destiny for 10 years. He's been my commander for 10 fucking years.
Oh no, I get that. He was Wesker for me, and he was a lot of iconic roles for me.
Oh yeah.
Destiny, he was the one guy from that commercial where it's like, this isn't Toys R Us. This is Toys R Me.
As more modern people will see him as the guy from John Wick, the
Yep.
weapons guy.
That's how I remember him, was John Wick.
But he would have been perfect for Bubbles.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like the other guy that could have like had fun with Bubbles is Keith David.
yeah.
But if you wanted to have real fun with it, Anthony Mackie.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty,
The guy that
I gotta cut this short because I have places to be.
okay.
He's a bitch. It's okay.
Yeah, I have places to be, and you're a slut.
Whatever gets you the fuck out of here so I don't have to hear your fucking nasally voice.
Me, 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 me.